Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Tuesday, December 10th, and we are here trying to provide you with unconventional and entertaining insights on your money and your life. You know, Mark, I wrote that back in 2016. It sounds pretty good still. Amazing.
Almost a decade ago.
Almost a decade ago. Only a few years after Mark and I first went to CBS and said, we think we should start a podcast. And they were like, what's that? And then we just did it. We did it on our own. So anyway, this is a program that does try to focus on you and your needs, and we do so without judgment. I think that's the most important thing. No finger wagging, no yelling, just a little bit of laughing every now and again, maybe a little bit of crying, but whatever's going on in your life, if it touches your money, we'd love to hear from you. Just go to our website, jillonmoney.com, click the Contact Us button. And of course, if you'd like to come on the air, check the box and Mark will do everything else. Hey, while you're on the website, sign up for the free weekly newsletter. Comes out every Friday. And subscribe to Jill on Money Live. That is a service that right now, for just 21 more days, will cost $35 for the next 12 months. And for that 12-month period, you will be entitled to 4 quarterly live webinars. You'll also get the back catalog. And yes, there will be some bonus content. And yes, it's $35 and the price is going up next year. We'll talk about next year's pricing then. But get in now because the pricing is going up. So check that out. Today, we are joined by Anthony. Anthony is on the line with us from Southern California, where I bet it's lovely right now. How are you, Anthony?
Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Mark. It is very nice out. It's a little too dry. My hands are very cracked today. So
oh, dear.
I'm putting lotion on constantly, but continually washing it. It's a catch-22.
Well, I'm sorry for your cracked hands. Really, truly. I'm feeling so sad for you. Well, here it was freezing this past weekend. So anyway, Anthony, what can we do for you, brother?
Yes. Unlike most of the calls, I think we have about 85% solution, and I'm calling about decumulation, not accumulating. My wife is 55 and a half. I'm 61. I'm fully retired. I have some things set up, but I want some fresh eyes versus my tired eyes. Take a look at them. I'm looking for about 80-90% solution. So, some things, going forward, who knows what the future will bring.
Oh, good. That's good because I have a crystal ball. It's all set for you. How much does your wife earn right now?
Base is 160. Her bonus is usually 20% of that. Okay. It fluctuates, of course, and then she gets stock options. She also earns OT. For the last probably 10 years, she's maxed out Social Security, and she's gone over $200,000 for the last 10 years.
Oh, okay. So on that $200,000, is that enough for you guys to live on her income alone?
Yes.
Okay. How much do you think you need to live on? Like, what's the actual amount?
Well, I'm glad you asked because I just added up this weekend. This includes everything, including our travel budget, is about $10,000 per month.
Okay, that's great. Will you or she be entitled to a pension?
Yes, I will be. In fact, I'm drawing it now as of at 58. I was able to draw my military reserve pension, and then VA. Unfortunately, I'm 100% disabled for the VA. Yeah, I still have all my facilities. I still have my arms and legs, but unfortunately, if you look at the X-rays, you know why I'm 100% disabled. The VA, between VA, the military pension, and a small federal government pension, I'm earning $7,500 before taxes, and right now it comes to just under $6,000 after taxes.
Okay, wow. Well, I'm so sorry that you have that disability. That sucks. It really does.
Yes. I tell all my friends and people ask me, VA pensions are great. It's like, no, you don't understand. It's like, I give it I'd probably give everything up if I could wake up without knowing one of my body parts not hurt.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Okay, so next question for you. Your wife, will she also be entitled to a pension?
No, but she does have a healthy 401k. She's maxed out her 401k since 99, and right now she has 2.5 million
Wow.
in there, which is divided between 1.75 regular and then 0.75 as a Roth. She also
Okay.
has an HSA, and it's called a RMSA. And what I've gathered and through research, it's basically HSA, but the company has designated as a retirement medical spending account. Basically,
Okay.
works the same way.
Okay. And how much is in that?
HSA, let me gather that 1 second. HSA is at 50K and retirement medical is at 140. And we're contributing 3,000 retirement. The company puts in automatic 1,000 and then matches 1,500 of the 3,000.
Wow. That's a lot. That's
Yes.
like a lot. That's a good benefit. Okay. How much longer do you think your wife's going to keep working?
She could quit now. She likes what she's doing. She's an in-house paralegal.
So, but
So
like she is she like wiped out? Do you think does she have a number in
no,
mind?
no,
Like,
she really likes what she's doing.
uh-huh.
And she's talked to her supervisor, and as long as they give her time off, she accumulates 5 weeks a year,
Mm-hmm.
and she can accumulate up to 350
Hmm.
per for total. So as long as her boss knows that, as long as she keeps getting her vacations, she'll keep working. She probably has about 2 to 4 years left,
Okay.
realistically.
Wow. That's great. So right now you've got her big fat retirement accounts, the HSA, the RMSA. Any other money that you guys have saved?
Yes, I have my own. I had the TSP through both the federal government and the military,
Mm-hmm.
and I rolled over to Charles Schwab. In fact, when she retires, we'll roll everything over to Charles Schwab.
Okay.
So my account for the my RA is at 340,000. My
Mm-hmm.
Roth is at 117. Her Roth is at 70K. Our brokerage is at 205K. And that's broken down to 153 into stocks and mutual funds, ETFs, and then 52K as money market. The money
Mm-hmm.
market is basically where we're saving for anything with the next 5 years we project. Like next year, we're doing a brand new roof and then repainting the house, that kind of stuff. And then we
Mm-hmm.
have about 15,000 stuck in cash between checking savings, and then we also have a $42,000 emergency savings broken down to 1,200 CDs per month for 12 months.
Your guys are so set. So, you own your home, right?
Yes, free and clear. We have no long-term debt.
Okay. And only one house, no like separate
Correct.
weird thing you're
No,
going to tell me about? Okay.
we live below our means, Jill.
Okay. You do. So, what is it? You said you need a decumulation plan, right?
Correct.
This is what you're thinking about. We know that you have a ton of money that is coming in the door right now, right? Because we have this $200,000 from your wife plus your pre-tax 7,500 a month, which puts
Correct.
you in a pretty decent tax bracket, right?
Correct.
And you do
Well,
live in,
part
and
of
you live, I'm sorry, you live, I mean, I know part of yours is not taxable. I
correct.
understand
Okay.
that. But you do live in a high tax state. So I'm wondering if you feel comfortable right now just starting to pull some of the money out of your pre-tax account, like because you're older than your wife. So now we have this place where we're like, okay, maybe we should pull a little bit of money out of your $340,000 pre-tax account. Should we do that? And I mean, I don't I don't know how much you really want to accelerate. Like it seems to me you don't need a decumulation plan in any major way, but you have this ticking time bomb of your wife's big fat traditional account. That's just, it's out there, right?
Yes.
So, and you have no kids, right?
We have two kids. They're set up on
Ah,
529 plans, fully funded. They also, through the VA in California, also get college for tuition free.
oh, you
So
got young
they're set.
kids.
Well, one's 24, one's 21, so youngish.
Yeah.
Again, the accumulation plan. I have my regular IRA set up in 4 CDs at $75,000 starting, well, one comes in this year and then following 3 years. So again, as soon as she pulls the trigger, we have the money and my money comes, at in November of each year set up where we'll get 75,000 plus the interest.
Mm-hmm.
And then every year that she doesn't, half the CD will roll into the money market, and about a third will run to the B&D fund, and then the rest will be into the regular stock ETFs.
Like you have a plan. You're getting the
Yes.
money out of your pre-tax account slowly but surely, and you're not going to accelerate that and jump into, like, you're not going to pull out hundreds of thousands of dollars out right now because you are in a high tax bracket.
Correct.
And it seems to me like you already have your solution, which is you set this up ahead of time. You are making sure that the money will come out. Whatever you don't need, you throw in the brokerage account. Whenever she's ready, I mean, as you said, it could be a couple of years, but maybe, it's 4 years. But as she is kind of on her journey towards retirement, I think that there's like your solution is a little bit easier. You have much less pre-tax money. When she retires, right? And let's say she retires and, she's 59, okay, or she's 58. We have some time between the day that she retires and when she has to take money out and pay for those required minimum distributions. So maybe the game plan is essentially the same with her, not yet, but that you set things up so that you have a certain amount of money that comes out every year. It keeps you in a specific tax bracket, whichever one feels most comfortable for you. And you start really focusing on getting her money out of that pre-tax account from the time she retires until she has to take required minimum distributions. And you do it just the way you're doing it now, Mike. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be a CD. It can be money that's inside the retirement account in a money market account. It can be however you want to do it. But that money is growing and it is going to continue to grow. So I don't think there's a huge issue here. I do think it is you guys having a systematic approach to that period of time. And look, for all I know, for the next 4 years, we know what the tax rates are probably going to be. But if it's 7 years from now and you're saying, Jill, our tax rate just went up enormously, what should we do? We'll make a different decision then. I just think that where we are today, we know where you are. I don't think that there's going to be, I don't think there's going to be a big change for 4 years, but I do think when she retires, we might be looking at a different story. Who knows? We'll have to see.
Correct.
But I think you're in very good shape. You've done a great job of saving and investing. And the more that you can make you can incorporate a systematic approach to all of these accounts so that you can consolidate and manage it more efficiently, the better you're going to be. And so if Schwab's the place you want to do everything, fantastic. And when she retires, you can just roll everything right in there. And as far as the kids, is there any idea around helping them out more? Like, is it would you like to gift them money to buy a house or anything like that? Is that something that's in your head right now?
Glad you asked that. I'm starting to take withdrawals from my Roth IRA at minimum $6,000 per year and giving it to as basically a parent match as they're contributing to their either Roth or company 401k.
Mm-hmm.
We're gifting them from my account right now, and then we'll also include my wife's account, $6,000 per year to their Roth IRA to set them up for retirement going forward.
You're very nice parents. But wait. I just want to interrupt for 1 second. Don't take it from the Roth. Leave that Roth account alone. Take it from your brokerage account.
Got it.
And I'll tell you one thing to consider. You can gift them a security. You could say like, hey, I have the Charles Schwab S&P 500 fund. You can gift that to the 21-year-old and the 24-year-old. And my guess is they're in a lower capital gains tax rate than you are. Let them sell it, and then they can put it into their Roth.
See, that's why I called you.
That's what I got for you. I got an 80 to 90% solution. One last thing before I let you go, Anthony. Do you guys have your estate documents done?
Yes, estate documents are done. We look at it every 5 years through her.
Great.
She gets a legal plan through
Great.
her. So we look at, in fact, in about 2 years, we'll redo it because the kids should be old enough and hopefully smart enough to take care of the estate when we pass.
I think they're going to, it sounds like they're on their way. Anthony, thank you so much for joining us. We wish you the best of luck. Way to go. I love the decumulation questions. They're so fascinating to me. So if you're going into retirement and know you don't have somebody who's got a $2.5 million account, don't get freaked out. We're not going to judge you based on what you have or what you don't have. Everybody here has a voice, right? That's this community. So just give us a holler. Go to our website, jillonmoney.com. Click the contact us button. Let us know if you want to come on the air. And while you're on the website, check out all of the content that lives there. It's always moving around, changing, exciting. You can subscribe to us on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Please leave us a rating and review wherever you listen. And of course, try to lift someone up. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.